Hey Dragonlings, welcome back to my channel. Let me double check and make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to be. And if it is, I will be back to chat. Looks like it is. All right, awesome, cool. Hello there, welcome. My name is Skye. I'm a fantasy author who typically writes paranormal romance under the name SD Hegyes. But today we're not going to be doing any writing, we're going to be doing planning. If you want to write, I am not going to stop you, but I myself am doing planning. My whole goal for this live stream is to redo my Kanban board using everything that I have put in my planner for writing stuff. I have been using the, if I can show it, I have been using the HB90 digital planner. I had purchased it a long time ago and I finally got it downloaded onto my iPad, or a copy of it. I deleted a whole bunch of pages that I didn't need to worry about, and then I have been slowly planning all of my writing related, or I'm only using the HB90 to plan anything dealing with Brimstone books, whether that is writing and publishing, YouTube, and Instagram. Like, those are the three things that are going in this book. In fact, actually, those are the three goals that I'm focusing on, is writing and publishing. Let me see if I can find the page so I can just read off directly what it says. Brimstone books. Whoops. Brimstone books is the broad. Okay, so writing and publishing, YouTube, and Instagram. I was right. I had social media is what it says, because I published to both Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So that's probably why I put in social media. All right. Hello. See. Athena is here. Hello. Don't know what I'll be doing as usual. That's fine. I'm just glad you can make it. Stephanie is also here. I'll be right back. Got to get my laptop and get settled. Awesome. Yeah, this is my first time doing the digital planner. I have not had Alorna that long. This is, for those who don't know, this is my iPad Alorna Donna, and aptly named after the Willow Child, because my laptop, my Mac, is called Mac Mardigan, a play on the word Mad Mardigan. So that is why I named it thus. And yeah, I've just been going with that. Ooh, thank you. I love them. They're green and orange. Yay. They're longer than I like, but that's okay, because like that's almost too long for me. That's okay. Hello, Sarah. My cat is trying to eat my computer parts. I love him. Is this because you've got new cats than what I'm used to, because you within like the past year, I've been watching your videos, but I feel like I've missed a couple, because I haven't seen a couple of your cats that I used to see in all your videos. And I don't know if that means that they just haven't been in your videos, or if you've lost them. And if you have lost them, I am sorry for your loss. But I feel like I'm missing things, and I just haven't asked in case it was, just now I feel bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, so planning. Last question for you, Sarah, before we move on to planning. Your comments, I know you've been having trouble with commenting on stuff. Did that finally fix, or is it semi-working? Is it fully working? Like, just out of curiosity. Okay, it's Lore. He's my panther. Zuktmoy, who's a gray tux. Crowley and Drina were both very old and passed away. Okay. So I did miss that. I missed their passing. And I may have heard about Dreamer passing, but I feel like I definitely missed Crowley passing. So yeah. I keep expecting to wake up one day and find my old man goblin. He is 15 years old this year. He'll be 16 in September. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to wake up one day and he'll have passed, and it just sucks. But he's done that to me multiple times, where he scared me and made me think he's going to pass. And the next day he's like, oh, hello. And I'm just like, what? But it's okay. Mostly working for YouTube comments. Okay. I'm glad it's somewhat working, mostly working. Cool. All right. So my first question to you all, because I am like on top of things today. I'm not doing it the way I wanted to do it, because what I had originally planned was that I was going to be on screen, but I also wanted to do like a top-down view of my planner and sticky notes and everything I'm working on so that you could see like the whole process. That was DeHubs. He just came in from smoking his cigarette, and he doesn't know how to turn things down. He has to have it at full volume no matter what. It's a good thing I'm not monetized because that would have got me flagged. Okay, anyways. Okay, I remember Laura being in jail for possible rabies, and that might be why I missed Crowley's passing, is because I was focused on everything going on with Laura. Okay. That might be why I missed it. And that makes me feel a little better. I was just like, did I miss a video somewhere? I know she was not filming for a little while there, but did I miss something entirely? I did, but I didn't. Okay, cool. I'm glad. All right. So, but yeah, I had originally planned on having like the face camera, and then I bought this nice, new gadget that's like not working for me because I can't seem to figure it out. That's like a stretchy, bends at its waist, kind of like, yeah. I bought new things, new toys to set up and use. Oh crap, now I broke it. My tripod says no. My tripod feet are not locked into place. That would be why. Okay, I'm just having difficulty. Anyways, I bought that to like hook up my phone camera to so that I could do a top-down view of stuff on the desk. And two things. First, I can't get it in a good angle to do the top-down view. And then second, whoops, wrong direction. We're going to go this way. So we're not blasting you with light from outside, even though there's a curtain up. And then the second thing was I'm still having feedback issues. I don't know what I am doing wrong, but I'm doing something wrong. My phone and computer are feedbacking into each other, even with headphones plugged in, because I was playing around with that earlier this morning before I had to go to my meeting. And it says no. So no top down. Eventually I'll figure that out. I might have to do something where I use like the camera webcam and then use the camera that's in the tripod, the external head webcam, to do the top down. That's what the tripod was originally bought for. So maybe that's just what I'm gonna have to do, because maybe that's the only way not to have feedback. I don't know yet. Let's see. My husband does the same thing. I'm actively listening to something on the TV from 3 rooms. Yes, right? Like I can always tell when he's listening to something. And the kids are starting to do it too, which is really annoying. I actually had to close the library door because the kids are in there with the TV blasting, even though they're sitting right there in front of it. They're not even half paying attention to it because they're doing stuff. They're watching like gameplay videos while they're playing the game on their phones and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's fine. It's hilarious how they do that though. But yeah. Yeah, this is actually the second one I've bought because my husband has one too. He stole my original one, and then I bought this one to have on my desk. I have too many gadgets and gadget holders. Half of them don't even do close to what I wanted. Okay, so I'm just the weird one. 100% watch Stardew while playing Stardew. Okay. Fair enough. I'm just the weird one, which is probably, I'm okay with being the weird one. All right, so the first question I have for everyone today who is doing planning. Again, if you're not doing planning, it's fine. I promise. I am going to put a timer up because eventually I'm going to want to like turn around, have my back to y'all and pull those off. And then eventually I'm going to put some on there. I'm going to write some stuff down. But my first question is, what method do you use for planning? I mentioned with my digital planner that I'm using the HB90 method. Whoops, I just turned on the camera. I didn't even know I had a camera. Yes, I did. I just never used it. I'm using the HB90 method to plan, which means that I plan in quarters. I plan with 3 goals in mind. However, I did do something differently with the way this Kanban is currently set up. It's Brimstone Books is all right here. This is all Brimstone Books, whether it's writing, social media, YouTube, all that fun jazz. Then this one is reading, family, and fun, basically. And then this one is academia and career. And I'm going to be changing this up. So this is just Brimstone Books, where it's writing and publishing, YouTube, social media. So I'm going to be pulling everything down and changing it up. And so that's what I mean by what method planning. Do you just like make a list of goals and just go with that? Do you do HB90 yourself? Do you do something else entirely that I may not know of, like level 10? I've heard of level 10. I have not been able to successfully do that just because I'm just like, I don't know what level my stuff is at. I need like a guideline, like, you know, on a pain scale of 0 to 10, 0 being you don't feel any pain at all, 10 being like, oh my God, I'm going to be dead tomorrow morning or in 5 minutes. Like I need that kind of scale with a level 10, and I don't understand it enough. Let's see. I do the same thing. One screen for watching and listening, one for work. Okay. Have you tried to see if you get feedback from the iPad? I have not. I will have to play around with it some more and definitely see if I can make it work. Okay, this is my favorite answer so far. I write it all down and laugh hysterically because that shit ain't gonna get done. That's how it used to be for me until I started doing the HB90 method. Made things so much easier for me. I am definitely like a very meticulous planner. In fact, actually, I have a friend that makes fun of me all the time because he's like, you're always sending me stuff of planners. You have different planners for everything. I was like, yes, I do. He was like, you just added a new one. I was like, this one's for writing only. He was like, yeah, sure. I'm like, it is. There's only writing related stuff in it. Then I have my life planner, which is also where I journal and get my feelings out so I don't tear your head off when you annoy me. I love you, but still. So I technically have the digital planner now, which is just for writing. And again, I'm just experimenting with that. This is the first time I've used this method, and we'll see how I like that. And then I'm planning my regular life stuff. I just write events down in that, and then I journal. That's all. That's more of a daily, this is what I did today. Here's my feelings about today kind of thing. Let's see. I use the HB90 method to plan. And I always laugh partway through the first month because past me thinks I have more time and energy than future me has. Yep, I feel that. Do not do planners. They actually cause me intense anxiety. Ooh, okay. The no planners for you, and that is perfectly fine. Do you do like in place of planners? Do you do anything like to-do lists for whether it's weekly or daily or anything like that? Because you also have a day job where you work like a 9 to 5, where it's a set number of hours. So I'm just curious if you ever do something like that in order to make sure that you get things outside of work that may be house related done and accomplished. So I'm just curious. I have to remember that the me who does the plans is not the same as the me who writes the plans. So speaking of that, this method of planning, this goes along with that. Something I tried this time when using this digital planner is that I waited until I was a day where I was sick. Because I remember Carol Brown always mentioning, plan as if you're going to be sick. So just as an experiment, I purposely waited until a day where I felt like absolute dog shit before I even started planning for the new quarter. And this is the first time, because I'm just using this digital planner to see how I like it. Plus I'm using a new method of planning on the Kanban board. I only did 1 month instead of the full quarter. So I only planned for July this time. And we'll see how I like that. And I'll plan for the rest of the quarter at one time if it turns out I like it. But I waited until a day where I was feeling like absolute crap in order to plan, because with that mentality of feeling like crap right then, I was able to be like, okay, what am I able to do right now? What might I be able to do later? How much can I get accomplished in a day if I am feeling like this right now? And that definitely helped a lot, because I feel like I've actually underestimated what all I can accomplish by a lot. So that's fun. I do daily. Okay, cool. Which digital planner? This is the HB90 method one. Hold on, let me just take that off. Stop it. So I decorated with some stickers that I found for free on the iPad. I'm using GoodNotes. Oops, crap. I make it mad. But yeah, this is why I wanted to do the top down screen. It's the HB90 method planner. If it will, there we go. I will make it work. But I'm using GoodNotes, which, note to self, if you have an iPad, I think Sarah Cannon's HB90 method is like, it's either 15 or 30. I have the undated one. I bought the undated one. However, there are some pages I need to email her because there are some pages where it does have like it mentions quarterly stuff, and I'm just like, I don't like, it had months listed, maybe, and I deleted those pages. That's why, because it had like January, February, March, and I don't know if it's just because that was missed or what. I would have to open the one I haven't edited yet to find it. Because like I said, I deleted the pages I did not need. I only kept the pages I did need. But are you using the digital one, Athena? Out of curiosity? Yeah, 30 for the undated. I'm pretty certain I bought the undated. Now I'm going to question that. And I'm going to have to go double check that. But I do remember paying about $30. So I think it was the undated one. Or because it doesn't have dates on the daily stuff. It was like one page. That's why I think it was something that was just missed. But I'll have to figure something out so I can show you the top downs to show you some of the planning I've done. Anyways, with that said, in case anyone pops up into I'm gonna put up a timer. We're gonna do 20 minutes. No, 5 minutes. We're gonna do a 5-minute session. I'm going to use that session to take down what I have up here. And then we'll talk some more. I'll have another question. And then we'll do like a 15 to 20 minute session of planning stuff. I don't know exactly how we're going to do. I'm still figuring this out as I go too, guys. I'm sorry. I meant to practice more. Meant to have all my setup done so that you could have a top-down view of everything I was doing. I had so many plans and I fucked them all up. And that's okay. It happens. Anyways, let me find the timer. I'm just going to use a Google timer instead of the cat timer like I usually use for writing sprints. Google timer. Oh, it's already set for 5 minutes. Cool. Can you stop? I did not tell you to start. Hey. It's being a brat. Well, have fun picking up the monster, Athena. We'll see you when you return. Let's see. Present. Share screen. 5-minute timer. There has got to be a way. That didn't work the way I thought it would. Okay, well, I guess it did in a way. All right. Okay. Plug my phone up to earbuds into Bluetooth so all you can hear me talk. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with this offline. Like I said, I had every intention of doing that, but I didn't even get the camera arm until like late last week. It's like Thursday, Friday. I say last week as if it wasn't that far away. Today's only Monday. And I was so focused on doing the 7-day book challenge that I was just like, nope, not going to play with it. And then before I knew it, I had like 2 meetings this morning. I had one at 8:30 and then I had another one at 11. So I didn't have time to play with it much today. Play with it a little bit and then I didn't have much time. So I will eventually figure it out because I would like to do at least one of these streams, whether it's a quarter or a month. And if I do them quarterly, I'll definitely have it figured out by then. But hopefully I have it figured out so I can do one at the end of the month since I only planned for July and I do want to do another one of these streams for August and September. So anyways, I'm going to do 5 minutes and I'm going to take down this and you guys can do whatever it is, whether you're writing or planning or reading for the next 5 minutes. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. That is fine. Let me figure out how to turn that thing off. Okay, reset. Cool. Alrighty. So, for those of you who were doing planning stuff, what did you work on? Like I mentioned, I was going to take down the Kanban board, and I finished that right before the timer went off, which is cool. And now I'm getting all kinds of notifications on my phone. It's just all of them coming through at once. Hello, Coffee, Create, and Connect. Doing good. Today is the first planning session that I'm going to be doing, and hopefully I'll be doing this once a month, once a quarter. I haven't decided which. Hopefully it'll be a little different from this time, or hopefully it'll be a little different next time than this time, because I'd hope to do like a top down to show what I was doing and stuff like that. I will figure that out eventually. I will figure my life out. Today is obviously not that day, which is fine. It's fine. I promise. I'm going to try and do get some revision time in. Okay, cool. We're going to be doing like 20-minute sprints, the next couple sprints, so that we can knock out some other stuff. So hopefully you'll be able to get some revision time in. I'm going to reset that timer. Actually, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment because I don't really need to. There we go. Don't need that at the moment. My next question, we talked about this a little bit already, but what planners, trackers, or boards do you plan on using? Because like for me personally, I mentioned that I'm doing my writing with the digital HB90 planner. I've got is it right here? Yes. I have got another planner. This is a Sterling Ink 6-month planner that I have tucked away in a case. I don't remember what the case is or who I got it from. I'd have to look it up. I'll put all that information in the description after this live stream's over. And then I have a smaller notebook. Also, I think this is passport size from Sterling Ink. It's just a grid notebook paper that I'm using for lists. So I have that tucked inside on the inside flap. And that's one I'm using for like daily life. All I do is mark down what I did, and then I do like my feelings about the day, kind of journaling stuff. That's all this is for. As far as like planning for family stuff, I put all of the family plans. We just got a Skylight calendar, which is a digital calendar, but it allows me to have all of the family's events on there, and we can update it with Google. So we can all sync our Googles to that calendar so that we can have all of our stuff. It's got mine and my husband's work schedules, our meetings. It's got all of the kids' 4-H events. It's got all of the school events that are going on. Like we've been putting everything in that calendar. And then it also allows us to put like dinner plans and stuff. So I can stop getting the question, what are we having for dinner? Because they can go to that Skylight calendar. It hangs in the main living room, and they can look at that and see for themselves what we're having for dinner, which has been a godsend. So, and then I have my Kanban board just so that I can see, like, move things around and see what has worked, what hasn't, kind of thing. And I enjoy doing that kind of thing. But what about you guys? What do you guys use for planners and trackers? And of course, for trackers, I also have my word count tracker, which I haven't updated in a long time. I really need to get back in the habit of using it. And yeah. So I'm using everything, basically. A little bit of everything, but each time is different. This is my first time using the digital planner, though, so I'm only using it for this month to see how I like it. And if I like it, I'll continue using that for my writing forward. Otherwise, I will get myself, next year, I'll be getting myself 2 of the Sterling Ink journal sets so that I have one for writing related stuff and one for life related stuff, because I want them separate. Let's see. Stephanie, I am making a list of tasks for my next set of sticky notes for my Kanban board. And this category will be all about marketing related things. Ooh, you mentioned that you use, let me make sure I'm not mixing people up. You mentioned that, okay, you did mention you use the HB90 method. Do you also set yourself 3 goals? If so, what are your 3 goals out of curiosity? Because my 3 goals are going to be, because this is only going to be writing related stuff, my 3 goals are writing and publishing, YouTube, and then social media. So I'm just curious what you're doing for yours. Use a Kanban board on the wall, paper planning for travel planning, appointments and things like that. I also have a B6 Hey, this is a B6. It's my first time using the B6 and I kind of love it. I've always used A5 before now, but I kind of like that this is slightly smaller while still being like, I can fit it in my Bulbasaur backpack, which I take back and forth to work with me along with my iPad. Because that way I've got stuff to do during my lunch break. And I kind of like the B6 now that I've started using it. That I've been trying to see if it worked for daily planning and journaling. See if I should have just finished the statement first. I was going to ask what you were using it for. I use Trello mainly as a checklist for the kids' school stuff. Nice. Okay. Goal 1 is writing and publishing. 2 is marketing things. 3 is community stuff like YouTube and things. Okay. Second B6, love how portable it is. Awesome. I'm really happy for you because, like I said, I there was 2 things that I was trying out with this notebook. The first was the fact that it's got that Tomo River paper. It's the newer version of the Tomo River paper, and I was like, I've heard from various people that are like, it's perfect for people who want to use like watercolors and stuff in their journals. Like it holds stuff really well. But then at the same time, my fear was that I'm really heavy handed when I write. And I was like, how much ghosting and bleed through is there going to be? So that was my biggest fear with that. And then the second thing was the fact that it was a different size for me when I'd never even seen in person, much less used. So I was like, am I going to like it? Hint, I love it. I love it so much. I will actually, at the end of this year, hopefully have a full review because I wanted to use both the planners because it is a two book set, one for the first 6 months and then the second 6 months. And I wanted to do like a full review of what I thought about these planners. So I will eventually do that. Maybe I'll do a 6-month one where I do a review of this particular one and a flip through at the same time. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. All right. So, okay. I'm going to get this set for another sprint because we're going to continue working on planning. I'm going to start transferring what I have planned on paper. I'm going to double check my planner for what I have actually set aside. And then I'm going to double check everything, make sure I've got all my plans in there, make sure that based on the meetings today, I don't have extra stuff I need to add for July. And then I'm going to start using Post-it notes and getting them ready for my Kanban board. Not putting them on my Kanban board yet, but I'm going to get them ready for it. See, I have used Sharpie S gel pens, Pilot G2 pens, Perma pens. I like how the paper absorbs ink and bulks up a bit. So I am currently using two sets of pens in mine. Let's see. Speaking of pens real quick, and then I will move on. Okay, so I've got these Prismacolor Premiers, and it was a 5-pen set that has the 005, 01, 03, 05, and 08. See how close I can get. And I really like these. I've been using these for years. I've got these. The original set I got at Walmart, but when they started drying out, they were 5 years old. I was surprised that they lasted that long. But when they started to dry out, I went ahead and searched Walmart for them again, and I could not find them. I ended up finding this at Staples, and I think it was like $15. And then I also use Sharpie S gel pens. And of course, it's not wanting to focus. Of course not. Why would it focus? That makes way too much sense. Okay. Anyways, it's not going to focus. But the Sharpie S gel pens, I really like how they write on the paper. However, if you don't give them enough time to dry, they do smear. And I've had that happen a lot, especially with how heavy. Again, it might go back to the fact of how heavy-handed I am with writing. But those are the 2 things I really like to use in my planner. And then, of course, stickers, because everyone loves stickers. Okay. So, go back to that so I can undo that comment. All right, we're going to do this next sprint. And I'm going to go ahead and put on here the 3rd question, since we kind of talked about what planners and trackers and boards and stuff we use. So I'm going to put up this 3rd question during that sprint so that anyone who wants to can answer it. And that is, what are your plans for Q3? I know you mentioned your goals already, Stephanie, but like nitty gritty kind of thing. And we'll come back after the timer, which I'm going to add to stage. Change the time on this. Nope, reset. How do I change the time? I got to figure my shenanigans out. There's got to be a way to edit this. There it goes. We're going to do 20. We're going to do 25 minutes just because that's my usual time. All right, here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Note to self, I really don't like this timer. That is a really annoying timer. I do not like it. But that is time. What all did you guys do during that sprint? I am tracking like what I'm going to be able to work on every day, like how much time I'm going to be able to spend on different projects. And I got 2 weeks done, calculated wise. Excuse me. I'm finishing up the last 2 weeks now. The last week now. God dang it. Let me circle stuff. And what I mean by that is like I'm still technically working on it. I'm just gonna finish this up real quick because I only had 2 more things to put down. Boom, done. Now I can just do math and figure that out. And then copy and paste it. All right. What about everyone else? What you all do? Okay, let's see. Hello, Devin. Yep, we are planning. We're working on planning stuff. I'm resetting my Kanban board. And I'm glad you could lurk while you are watching another stream. So happy lurking. Stephanie's Q3 plans are for writing and publishing, have Christmas novella ready for publication, also have the cover ready for reveal, outline and draft at least half of the next small town romance. Nice. And Sarah confirmed that a program is broken and is working on fixing it. Nice. One of the things I'm doing differently for planning this time, and one of the reasons why I wanted to set up the Kanban a little bit differently, is the fact that lately I do have a video coming out about it Wednesday. I just have to finish editing it and uploading it, but I have been doing I have been project hopping more than usual. And what I've been doing is I've been using a spin the wheel in order to pick what I'm going to work on that day. And it's been really helping with my project hopping brain, because these were the posted notes of all the projects that I had planned to work on this quarter that did not happen. Like none of this happened. This all stayed up in the to-do section. Whereas all of this, which is very little, most of it is reading related, it was all the stuff that actually got done. So one of the ways I'm hoping to fix that is by like when I force myself to work on a particular project and I have that project named up here, I have not been getting it done. It's like my brain just looks at that and goes, nope, we is not touching that. However, if by doing the spin the wheel, at least currently, my brain has been like, ooh, fun. Let's have some fun. So I'm going to continue doing that. And instead of like picking projects to work on and putting them on my Kanban board, I am calculating how much time I'll be able to work on various projects. And then I will have like a weekly update in my planner, as well as like on social media, of what I was able to accomplish and what I worked on. And I'm hoping that will help in 2 ways. In the matter of my Kanban board, because I do like seeing things move from the top down to like to done, because this is the way I have it set up is this is to doing stuff I'm currently working on, and to done. That's what I name it in my head, just for funsies. But I'm hoping by setting it up this way, I can move more stuff down from the top to the bottom and still accomplish stuff, even if that stuff is like all over the place as far as like what I'm working on. So that's what I'm doing now, is I'm calculating how much time I have each week in the month of July to actually get stuff done, so that I can, when I put my post-it notes on here, I can put the number of like, I'm doing it by task blocks. So every 25-minute period of work. Hello, Jennifer. Have about 20 to 30 pages of my book, hoping to get it finished. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us today, and hopefully you will get this done. I know you will do. I feel like you said hi earlier, actually. Nope, it was someone else who said hi. I'm just mistaking people. It's all good. Let's see. Stephanie, haven't set up and followed my plans for the last 2 quarters, hoping this is the quarter that I get my button gear. I feel that. That's part of the reason I wanted to change up how I was doing my plans and why this is only going to be writing related stuff. None of my personal life stuff is going to be on there. And then I'm using the digital planner to kind of figure out what all those plans should be and are, and then get them knocked out and put them on the Kanban board, which will hopefully allow me to move stuff down more. Okay, I thought I had that silenced. Hold on. Where is my missing tab? Okay, gonna have to come back to that later. Okay, I had to close that tab so I didn't get messages because I'm about to get dinged a lot. Okay, anyways. Q3 marketing plans. Pick one day for each platform to market my series plus the pre-order. Don't want to do all the platforms on the same day. Speaking of that, not necessarily that, but picking plans. Does anyone have what they call like an admin day where that's all they work on? Because one of the things I'm adjusting in my plans for the future is that Mondays like today are the days that I'm awake the longest before I go to work. I do have work tonight. I will be going to take a nap as soon as the stream is over so that I can go to work. And Mondays are the days where I'm trying to film, edit, and upload videos for Wednesday. I am trying to get all of the admin tasks for the week done because I'm not going to have necessarily a lot of time during the week to do them between trying to come home, sleep, get things ready for fair with the kids and stuff like that. Like I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to all the admin tasks during the day, during the week. So I am picking Monday to be my admin day. And that's going to be like, if I get writing done, great. If I don't, that's okay. Because as long as everything else on my admin task list gets done. So I'm just curious if anyone else has a particular day that they choose to be their admin day. I had to listen to Shiny from Moana twice on the ride back. So here's a rule we have. This is not with songs, but it might work in your favor to use it for songs. When the kids were toddlers, they each had their own movies that they were obsessed with. And they would just put it in and play it over and over and over again all day long. And that's not even that they were watching it. They were just listening to it while they were doing other things. So we had to make a rule in our house, and we started this very early in their toddler age, that they could only watch a movie once per day. They could watch it every day if they wanted to, but they could only watch it one time per day. Saved my head so much headaches. And you might want to try that with your shiny crab thing with songs. It might help. Usually my admin day is Sunday when I make sure all the uploads and junk are good. See, that's family day for me because the weekends, Sundays, both me and my husband are off because both of us are housekeepers at the hospital and, in my case, the clinic. And we don't work on Sundays. It's automatically one of our days off. I have Saturdays off as well, and he sometimes has Saturdays, sometimes has a different day during the week. So Sundays is our family day, and Saturdays is like grocery day or stuff like that for me if he's not working, date night basically. I don't have a specific admin day, but I think Monday might be a good day for that because it's the day the kids are busiest for schoolwork and don't specifically plan for writing. Hey, if anyone ever wants to join me for like some behind the screens, not necessarily live time, and just knock out some planning and chit chat and, vent and bitch about things in life, because I really wanted to do that after the meeting today at work. Oh boy, that was interesting. So yeah, hit me up. I am always free for like some chit chat and some behind the scenes planning stuff. We don't necessarily have to go live. I used to have planning sessions like that with people all the time, and now all of our schedules are all over the place, so we don't actually meet up. So if anyone's free on a Monday, you know where to find me. I got some linky links in the dibbly-doo down at the bottom of the thing, so just hit me up. I am game. Most of the time. That being said, I say this, and July is probably one of the times where that's not going to be the case because we are trying to finalize things for 4-H and fair. And so, like, as much as I say I'm going to have all this time for admin stuff and planning, not necessarily the case. See, I feel like I successfully plan when I'm in a semester. For fall semester, I'll start planning things out. Ooh, so you fall an academic planner? Okay. I use Notion for writing projects. Not necessarily planning of the writing projects, but I keep track of all my writing projects. And I actually am going to be doing some promo. The AuthorTube Writing Conference is coming up. It is June 28th through the 30th. It's free for anyone who wants to come and watch. And there's going to be all kinds of talks about various topics. And I am actually talking about my Notion, what I call my Notion project, which is like a master list of all of my projects, like what pen names they're under and all the tracking stuff, all the stuff I track with each of them. I'm doing a 20-minute talk, 30-minute talk on Sunday at, I don't know, because I keep getting the times confused in my head. I set up the live stream for the right time. I don't remember which time I'm thinking of. It's 11 something, but I don't remember if that's Mountain Time or Eastern Time. But all of that information can be found on the AuthorTube Writing Conference website, which I don't think I have a link for in the description because I am a terrible person. So give me just a second. I can throw that link in the description. Not description. Comments. Let me do that real quick. So there is the link to the website. And anyone who wants to join that, feel free. Okay. Admin days or Sundays? Okay, for those of you who are saying Sundays for your admin days, are you a Monday week start or a Sunday week start? I feel like, Jennifer, with you following an academic calendar, in my head, that means you're possibly a Sunday start, whereas I'm a Monday start, which is why I do the Monday as my admin day. Ember's 9, she kept saying shiny, so I played it, and she played it again. I think the worst part is I actually really like that song, and it's now playing on repeat in my head. And I'm going to have to listen to it at night tonight at work too. I'm game. Just contact me and be like, hey, want to do something behind the scenes? Want to do some planning? I'm good. August, we are finally going to be traveling from Washington towards Texas, so not sure how that will work out. See, I understand that. Usually make my own planner, kind of new to planning in general because I've never planned this much before getting into uni. So I was right. You do use an academic planner. There's nothing wrong with that. I have not personally used an academic calendar for me since I got out of college. And that was, I graduated in 2010 with an associate's. For a degree, I haven't used once since I graduated. So that's a fun story. Bonnie being Bonnie. Yes, AWC 2024. Thank you. Yes. I'm so looking forward to it. One of the reasons I'm mad about the work meeting today is because I specifically asked for the whole weekend off because I knew it was coming up. Now I knew there was going to be some other things coming up that I would have to take part of. Like my oldest is in shotgun for 4-H, so the tournament is on the 29th. So I will not be there for a lot of the live portions of AWC on the 29th because of that. And then at the very tail end, I think AWC ends at 9:00 Eastern on Friday, and which is 7:00 for me in Mountain Time. And the problem with that is that there is a color run going on in town that we had signed up for before I realized the finalized dates. I didn't realize the finalized dates were the same for the color run and the AWC, but it works out because it just means I'll miss the tail end of stuff on the 29th. But that being said, back to the work meeting. I do not have the 29th off anymore. So I am literally going to have, not 29th, 28th off. So I'm literally going to have to do AWC, run and go do the color run stuff, and then drop my kids off at home before I go to work. Because even though it was originally approved, I have now been told I have to work. That's always fun. And yes, they did hear an earful from me about that shit because it's bullshit. Anyways, Jennifer, I do Monday and Wednesday schedule for classes, so Monday will be my start days. There you go. North Austin, Texas is hot in August, not July. I'm thinking July. Oops. That's my fear that I'll get my degree in English. See, I feel like English, you can do a lot of things with that. It may not seem like it, but you can use that in various fields, even fields you don't think you can use. My associates, I have an associate's and a certificate. I have an associate's in lasers and photonics, and I have a certificate in electronics. I'm literally missing one semester of classes probably at this point because the credits don't cross over. I'm probably actually missing more than that. But at the time I got my degree, I was missing 1 semester of credits in order to have my associates in electronics as well. And I was guaranteed all kinds of cool jobs that was the whole reason I took the course. Yeah, I didn't get any of those jobs. So, fun stuff. Hot in August. RV and plan on sightseeing. Yellowstone in particular. Ooh. StreamYard keeps jumping. Won't be there until late August unless the husband is like, let's get this done. I can tell you that Texas is massive. We crossed Texas at one point during one of our travels to and from Montana to visit family. We had to stop in Texas to visit family. We were in Texas. We entered Texas one night and traveled all through Texas the next day, stayed the night in Texas, and then traveled halfway through Texas the next day, finally got out. It took us a full day of traveling cross country to get across Texas, plus some additional time on either day on each end. Oh boy. So 3 days basically to get across Texas. Texas is huge. All right. I lived in Texas when I was a little person. We did a little person, wee person. We have spent lots of times in Texas. It's our state of residence now, and we only in Washington during family stuff. Okay. We've been North Texas one summer, and it was hot. It's hot. It's according to my phone, it is 76 degrees here in Montana. 78, sorry, I lied. It went up 2 degrees. The high today was 79, but guess what? With the low humidity, the high winds, and everything else in between, I have no idea what temperature it is outside other than hot with lots of wind. All right, last question. We're going to do one more 25-minute sprint. Going to try to get as much planning stuff, or if you are editing or doing something else in general, whatever's you're working on, we're going to do it. We're going to do 25 minutes. I've narrowed this down. My last question was about what are your plans for Q3 as a whole. This one is, what are your plans for July by itself? Because I only planned for July. I have no plans for the whole quarter. I just have July plans. So we're going to do 25 minutes as soon as I get this back on screen. This hateful timer, I have decided I will never use this timer again. Didn't like it. All right. Here we go. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, last time you can hear that annoying little timer. I really hate this timer. Okay. How did everyone do? What did you work on? I finished counting out how many like task blocks I think I would have for all of the weeks in July, and then I started creating my post-it tabs for them. The one with the least amount of tabs is the week of fair, and I already planned it. If I get things done on writing related stuff during that week, great. If I don't, that's okay. I have planned for that. I have planned not to get anything done. I'm really hoping I get some stuff done, but I planned not to. So, and I don't know where I got this little book from. This has been like fantastic. It says New York Life. It's literally like a book of tabs. And it had 5, which is the exact number of weeks in July. There's 4 full weeks and there's like 3 days 1 week. And this was perfect for me to do. So like each color represents a different week. There we go. And I started from the top and just went down. And then I've got these bigger post-its here if I wanted to write some extra memos, but I don't need them. At least not for this. Okay, let's see. Oh, goodness gracious. There was lots of conversation about places to visit in Texas. I wanted to scroll, make sure I didn't miss anything up there. Eva popped in. Hello, Eva. That's okay. This is just a planning stream. We weren't doing any real writing. I mean, some people are writing, but I am doing like admin tasks and updating my Kanban board and apparently knocking over my poor skeleton, who will eventually go back up on my Kanban board. But for right now, he's just sitting and chilling or lying down dead. That's okay. Lots of talk of places to go. A3, there we go. The usual YouTube and Instagram stuff with plan with me's and cards, going to the gym. Ooh, I just renewed my pass at the Civic Center, so I'm going to start weightlifting again soon. I haven't done weightlifting since high school. That's fun. And my plan is also to go twice a week. I just stopped writing is no good. Ooh, feel that though. All right. Question 4, which was July's plans versus quarterly plans, which was question 3. Get back to posting on Instagram regularly, like sharing the stories, what we travel, and then using the posts for marketing type things. There you go. Okay. If I'm taking part of any readathon because, okay. Yeah, I don't follow a lot. That's a lie. I follow quite a number of different booktube channels and I enjoy reading. The videos I enjoy the most are like their hauls and their like monthly wrap-ups. But I think Stephanie, you're one of the few people I watch. There's a couple others, but you're the one of the few people I watch that does like the readathons right now, where I'm actually watching the readathon videos. Readathon videos are one of those things where every once in a while I watch them, but I don't always watch them. If that makes sense. Like I go through phases. I found even though I read a ton this month, it also sparked my creative, right? Like that's why I like reading. I started purposely carving out more time to watch TV shows and play video games for the same reason, because I am definitely a more visual person. I read a fuck ton thanks to work. And the fact that audiobooks are a lifesaver while I'm cleaning. But I've started consuming more like graphic novels and manga. I just started reading stuff on Webtoon again. I've been watching more animes and TV shows and movies. I've been playing more video games because I am definitely a visual person. When did my chair sink? Sorry, I had to lift myself up. But yeah, it's definitely refilling the creative well. Have a novella edited by end of July. Okay. Get rid of a bunch of stuff my father-in-law thinks we need, but we don't. Okay. I feel that. I think I had to go. Gonna do Ember's hair. Green and pink. I'm loving the color choices. I think we're going to do red in my oldest hair this weekend. She bought some hair color that she wants to try, so we're going to put it in her hair this weekend, I think. Love a good book of tabs. Yes. Devin finished the other live stream. Suppose going to work on some admin stuff. I'm doing admin stuff for AWC tomorrow. I have that in my planner already to do. Eva's also been planning. I wonder what challenge that is. For those who don't know, during my live stream, I don't think it was yesterday, was the day before, Eva mentioned some of the challenges she was doing in July, and I was like, ooh, that was a challenge I wanted to do. It was the 24-hour novel challenge. It's hosted by the Twitter and stuff of the same name. And the goal is to write, it's like it's a 3-day weekend, and within those hours, you write a full novel. I don't remember all the rules off the top of my head, but I was like, it was one of those challenges that I wanted to tackle. And then last minute, a bunch of stuff came up for 4-H stuff, so I couldn't do it. And so Eva was like, I'm going to do it. I'm like, pick your day. I'll join you. As long as it's not this week of fair, we're good. So yeah, the first weekend of July, we're doing that. And that's actually my plans as well. I miss weightlifting. I miss it too. It made me feel good. I liked weightlifting. I still lift weights technically because I sling 24 to 50 pound bags of chicken feed and dog food everywhere all the time, but it's not the same. It's not working the same muscles. I'm too broken. Oh, that sucks. Get my book to the editor by the 14th. I'm not hopeful. I have faith in you. You've got this. You can do it. I've never weightlifted, but we're attempting to create space in the gym for it. Nice. In the garage. Okay. In the garage for the gym. You just switch those things around. It's all good. It's all good. We know what you meant. All right. I don't have any more questions left. That was legit the last of my questions. I asked about what planners everyone's using, what planning methods everyone's using, what your goals are for the quarter as a whole, what your goals are for the end of July. However, I do want to do one last sprint because I would like to finish my tabs. That's legit the only reason I want to do one more sprint. We're going to do one last 25-minute sprint to knock out whatever it is you're working on, whether you are planning like me, editing, admin work, reading, writing, whatever it is you're working on, 25 minutes. We are going to do this lovely, god-awful timer. I will never use this timer again. I forgot what I wanted to, why I hated this timer so much. My plans are complete. I shared them with you. Yes, I believe so. You showed me the planners that you were looking at getting. Did you ever pick which one you were actually going to get out of curiosity? Did you settle on one? Because I'm nosy and want to know things. But yes, you've got this. We've got another full week of June left. And then you have 14 days. You've got this. You got this. Okay. Let's see. Eva plans to write a lot. I want to finish illustrations also for a project. I was talking. So one of my husband has a bunch of friends he plays with. Most of them are from North Carolina because they were our friends back when we lived in North Carolina. But he's met several new people as well. And one of them, the only other woman in their group, she messaged me yesterday. She was like, "There's a program I think you'll like that's on sale right now." And I was like, "Ooh, what's program?" And so she sent me a link. It is Clip Studio. And I was like, dude, I haven't drawn in years, but I kind of want to. So we're going to try to plan a time to like stream together and do some drawing related stuff and just chit chat and stuff like that. And I'm so looking forward to it because I haven't done drawing stuff in forever. And I was telling her, I was like, I bought a tablet as like a writing reward for a project I never finished. So I haven't opened it yet. And she's like, oh, how long ago was that? I was like, 4 years. It was cheap. It was on sale. I bought it ahead of time. And we had a good laugh about that. But I'm going to unpack that. And I'm going to start playing around with some drawing tablet stuff with the program that she showed me that was on sale. It was on sale for like $20. So I was like, yeah, I can do $20. So that's a thing that's going to happen sometime in July too. Okay. Devin is making their own planner. Ooh, I love that. Why are you crying about AWC? No, why are we crying? Why are we crying? I'm looking forward to AWC. It is going to be so good. I'm using Canva, not AI, for this project since I want to do it quickly, but it's its own set of challenges. Nice. I feel that. All right. I'm gonna pull down this question because, like I said, I don't have another question. Let me just create a banner that says one last planning session. One last planning sprint. There we go. There we go. That way, anyone who just joins us in the middle of sprint's not like, what are they doing? That's what we're doing. Boom. All right. One last 25-minute planning sprint. We got this. And Devin, I have faith in you. You can get that to your editor by the 14th. We're going to go ahead and get started on this last sprint. It's crunch time for AWC, and I'm the one of the chairs, so it takes some time, and I haven't started on my presentation. Am I going to be a bad person if I say I'm going to wing it? I'm only doing a 20-minute presentation, and my biggest thing is I've got to figure out how to condense. I knew the presentation times were short. For some reason in my head, I thought they were like 45 minutes, not 20 minutes, with 5 minutes on either side being for questions and answers and introductions and explanations of topic. So technically it's like 10 minutes of presentation. And I'm like, I can do this. I can do 10 minutes of this presentation. We got this. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one winging it. Okay, cool. I feel like because now that I know how long the presentation time is, I'm like, I'm just going to wing the live stream. And then if anyone has further questions and wants further details, I will need to make a long form video that's like an hour and a half tutorial. Chop, chop. All right, we're going to do one last sprint. Let's do this. This god awful timer. I hate it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's time, everyone. God, I hate that timer. I am never using this timer again. Google can kiss my ass. I want the Pomodoro Kitty. I don't care if I have to pause it and stop it, whatever. I don't care. Never using the Google timer again. I hate it so much. All right. I don't know if they're still here, but Stephanie and Eva were here, and if they said they were going to be leaving probably before that sprint ended. So have a good day. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you got lots of stuff done. Devin got most of admin tasks done for AWC and is going to send out giveaway emails. Looking forward to that. Mama Ward stopping by to give a like before going to watch Game 7 of the Stanley Cup. Nice. What alarm did I set? That's the one I use to wake up. Like, that's the same sound as the one I use to wake up. So that's why I think it annoys me, because it's like telling me to wake up. And I'm like, no, I'm getting ready to go take a nap. I'm going to take like a half-hour nap before I have to go to work. Exporting a video. I have to finish editing a video to upload for Wednesday because I have things to do. My desk is covered in little tabby notes because I finished getting up my Kanban updated. It's done. I'm very proud of it. It looks pretty. This is only for the month of July. This is like task blocks of 20 minutes, 25-minute sprints. And they are in stacks of 10 up until however many I needed that I calculated I need per week. And then I've got a 10K day sticker right here, a 24-hour novel challenge sticker right there, and Soul Bard Academy. It didn't really fit into any category, so I just put it there because I didn't know where else to put it, because that's in July as well. And then this is my plan for YouTube, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and I forgot to put down week 5. I don't know if there's a video for week 5. There isn't. That's why. Because week 5, there's only 3 days. Let me double check and make sure I'm not going crazy. Well, crap. I lied. There's 2 videos that I need to put up there. Oh, well. I'll put those up there real quick after the stream. But there's only 2 more that I need to put up here, and that's done. And then the same thing for this week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and then week 5 is down the bottom. So, finished using as many tabs as I was going to use from this little booklet that I did. And then I had a bunch of these like smaller tabs that are just loose that I used for. This is all YouTube videos, and this is all social media posts. And this is all writing and publishing, and then some random tidbits. So, got a lot accomplished. I'm very happy with what I have done. And it's very, very good. Mentioned live in Montana. As a person living in a flat state, are there many mountains and hills? I live at the top of a valley. We lovingly, or not so lovingly, depending on the day and the weather, call the hill we have to go up to is our driveway the Hill of Doom, because when it snows, it's shit. When it's muddy, it's shit. And it is difficult to get up. But yes, I can stand out on my front porch and look out various hills. And then we are about 30 to 45 minutes away from Glacier National Park, which has a lot of hiking trails and mountains. And when I take the hour drive to Great Falls, we can see the mountains in the distance. I think there is a ski resort. One of my kids has been to it for a ski trip for school, like a field trip once. And then the field trip was canceled this year for the younger ones. She didn't get to go, unfortunately, but the ski resort's only like an hour and a half away. So yes, lots of mountains, lots of hills. And then depending on like the trip between here and Great Falls is an hour and a half, depending on where in Great Falls we're going. So there's lots of flat land as well sometimes, but it's like higher elevated flat line. Like you go up a hill and then you're just flat for 45 minutes and then you go down and up again a bunch of times. So yes to all of that. My younger cousins do 4-H and they love it. So I get to be around lots of goats and chickens. Live in the city. So the city here, I was really surprised to find that they do allow chickens and goats in town. However, you are not allowed to have a rooster. But I live about 10, 15 minutes outside of town. Whenever anyone asks, I say I live between here and the next town because It's roughly 15 minutes to the town. That town is 15 minutes to that town. So it just depends on like how fast you're going. And whether you take the frontage road or the interstate, because we live right off the interstate. So yeah, the kids are doing 4-H. I don't know if they're going to do 4-H next year, because while they love doing the projects, they love doing all the stuff, they do not like, they did last year, they did not like doing fair. They hated prepping for fair. They hated participating in fair. And they hated the fact that they got to do like one thing at the beginning of the day. They had to wait the rest of the day and then do something at the end of the day. It just, to them, it sucked. So I told them that they're going to do fair this year. And then next year we'll decide whether or not, based on how they like doing fair, whether or not they'll do 4-H next year. So that's fun. We went through Montana when we left Washington for Minnesota. Is that what MS is? Missouri? Minnesota? I can never remember which it is. All the M1s start to cross in my mind other than Montana, and that's only because I've lived here for 3 years this time and 2 years the previous time. I have lived in 2 states, Montana and North Carolina. And then I lived overseas for the first 2 years of my life. We're not going to talk about that because that goes into a whole other topic. Same here with Louisiana. In the city areas, you can have chickens but no roosters. Okay. See, that's new because North Carolina. Now, I may be misremembering stuff, but I swear that in town, you could not have chickens. You had to be outside of town limits. And there were definite, like you could tell who was within city limits and who was outside of city limits, because that's when you started seeing the chickens, the goats, the piggies and stuff like that. Like I said, I could be wrong about the rules. Maybe they were allowed in town and just no one did it, but I don't think that was the case. So it was really just culture shock to find that out here. And I was just like, oh, I mean, if I walk from the hotel where my husband used to work to the hospital where we work now, which I used to do all the time when we were sharing a vehicle and we both had work in town. I could count on both my hands and toes, like how many places I went by with chickens in the backyard. And I was just like, I'm not used to this. Mississippi. See, I don't even think that was one of the ones I guessed. I think I said Missouri. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, it has been 2.5 hours. We've gotten lots of planning done. I have finished my Kanban board. There's other things I want to do, but not on this stream. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go take a nap because I do work tonight and I work my full shift again because last week I asked to work half days so that I could have time to do the 7-day book challenge, but I'm back to my normal schedule this week. So I need to go take a naps before I go to work. Look at the prettiness. Look at that Kanban board. I want to get a new Kanban board, but that's going to have to wait until next quarter. Anyways, yeah. Thank you all for joining me today. I will be back with a live stream on Saturday. No. This weekend, coming up, is the Altitude Writing Conference, AWC 2024. It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will not be there on Saturday for the most part. I'm going to try to watch stuff and catch in the chat, but for the most part, I'm not going to be there Saturday because my kiddo's got shotgun tournament for 4-H. That's the word. But yeah. Anyways, we are in the final countdown before AWC, and I hope everyone comes because this is the first year I've been able to actually watch it live versus having to wait days and months to catch videos, because last year I was just working all weekend, and the year before I don't even think I heard about it until after it was over. So yeah, this is the first time I catch it live, and I'm speaking this year, and I'm so excited. Don't look at me in that tone of voice.
I didn't say anything or look your direction.
You're making an ugly face. The husband's walking through the house to get to like smoke cigarettes and stuff. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to get out of here. I will see you whenever I see you next, which is probably going to become AWC. Anyways, bye everyone. Yay. Pressing the right buttons. Woo.